What is up, y'all? It's Not here with the Amateur Cup Invitational 2. Very happy to bring y'all this. It's been really the brainchild of MK, but he's brought me along, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of hard work as well, but it's been a lot of fun getting this put together. 16 amateur teams invitated to this cup from all around the world. We did try to get a good number of North American and European teams. It proved to be pretty difficult, so there are a lot of South American and Chinese teams, but we do have representation in North America and Europe as well. One of those teams here today, Very Annoying Children, aka VAC, from I believe mostly Eastern Europe, Nordic as well. I think Finland. I'm almost certain. Up against Yatagarasu here. Yatagarasu hoping to sub in Sneaks today. That request was denied. There are only amateur players allowed in this cup. And it's a little bit of an interesting setup here. We don't have the normal group stage. What we do have is we have 4 divisions. We have an Asian division, an Asian/EU division, a South America/EU division, and a North America/South America division. Right now we are in Division 3, which includes VAC, Yatagarasu, Rap Stars, and Midnight. We're going to see Rap Stars and Midnight play off today. Right now, none of these teams have any points, but we will be ending the day with I'm so sorry, Joe, to say. I got you the IP now. You should be able to join up still, no problem. But we are going live. Hunter, Charger, Smoker, Boom. Charge tries to get over there. Can't get in. Hunter getting cleared out in a jiff as well. Double Boom is going to be it. We are right into it. Again, many apologies, Joe, to say, but also welcome in Gun Noodle. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm great. I'm fantastic. I have casted matches for Palmy before. I just call him Palmy. You can call him Pom Pom if you want. But you know, I don't know. I didn't get that cleared or anything. I'm just, yeah. So we do already have Bogey, going to be the tank, first tank of the match, first tank for VAC. He is going to be straight in here. And let's see how he does.
Well, he's already got a track out for support now, so I think he's actually going to send it in. And as I say that, here he goes. He missed that first punch. Gonna land one now. He doesn't quite have that corner. Now he does. The rest of his support's going to come. He's down 2.5k HP. They're gonna let them get that cap first. Now the rest of the support coming in. Charger gonna land on the neck, get the separation. Shows that jockey. Just the hunter left with shock ace, and that's gonna be a corner. And I think that's gonna be the wipe. So quickly on the Yatagarasu here, kicking off this match. Oh my goodness.
Wow, what a massive tank. And not just the tank, but the support SI as well, coming in incredibly clutch. Straight away, we're going to watch this straight back, because I have a feeling teams are going to be ready up and run it down. So in goes Bogey, just like that, gets the easy corner straight away, one smack, and boom, she's stuck in the corner. There she is. Jockey, Hunter, Charger, they're just waiting. Finally, they go in with 1100 health left on Bogey. Easiest charge, easy as you like it. Jockey on the head at the same time. Ellis just can't get any clears. And that is that. What a way to start off the match. Now, the question here is, Gun Noodle, is will Vac be able to survive this tank? It's easier said than done, but I'm not going to lie. We see a lot of teams able to survive this tank, actually. Maybe, you know, an in-cap or two, but usually they are able to survive.
We'll have to see. All the pressure on Yatagarasu now. They have to wipe here. I mean, this isn't a very, you know, high-end chapter. You know, the points aren't worth very much,
yes.
But still, the deficit can be quite large if the tank doesn't go well. They may not have to wipe here, but they got to do respectable damage and keep it close, because the maps only get harder after this, you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
Just waiting on good old Jerry to ready up for Vac, and we'll kick this back off. Such a fast-paced start before we could really even say anything.
Right.
Yatagarasu wiped. And here we go, sending it off. Second half of the first chapter, 63 points on Yatagarasu. Obviously that charged smoke boom hunt for the first hit. And Boomer gonna send it off first, not quite gonna land. A decent arc boom attempt there, smoke getting cleared immediately. A nice 2-cap with the hunt charge. And everything got cleared quite slow. That smoker's gonna get another pull. Does some decent damage, 8% on the first hit there, 9-0, and that's gonna take us right into the tank in the hands of Palmy.
Honestly, insane damage. I mean, that's about as good as you can hope for, especially with no boom there. Tough to get those caps to land, and in fact they did. So, like you said, Palmy going to be the tank. I love the early chip out of Vac. They're doing what they can. They actually send in that charge. They're dropping the SIs on them, trying to buy some time for the tank. But they did manage to do pretty well. They got about 150 points of chip on the tank, but the SIs did manage to kind of drag the attention away from the tank while he climbed up to his spot. And that was kind of a two-pronged situation, because if the SIs were like going to town, he could also just drop in on them, but they did get cleared up.
I really like the attempt there. They saw the separation, they made the attempt, but now obviously it didn't work. In hindsight, you know, it may have been not the best decision, because now he's got a boomer along with a smoker and a hunter, which isn't the best support for this tank, I think. If this boom lands, it can be really good. You know, shot case with the pressure here, already losing lots of sight. He's down 65-second pass. Looks like he's going to have to commit this one. He's going to take that early pull onto Ellis. He's going to take that early corner. But that boomer got beautifully popped, and now there's only a hunter to help. That smoker might have his tongue back in about 5 seconds. The rest of the support coming in. Hunter going to land. It's a little bit of a separation, but that cap guy's going to be able to clear that.
Ooh.
Smoker is back up, ready to go. The tongue's not going to land, and he's not able to land these punches in the corner. And he's going to go down. So, Vac is going to survive this with flying colors here.
Absolutely. That was sickening. They will be able to get the pick up there. Yeah, like I said, just getting the one in cap. But that is going to be great for Vac. Love the clears and just, you know, all guns facing forward on the tank. It's as simple as that. Away they go. Only getting one hit in with the tank at 50%, you know, so this is such a quick chapter. We're going to see Yatagarasu get maybe like 2 more shots at hits here. Spitter, Jockey, Charger, and a Smoker ready to go. And it looks like they're just set up at the alleyway, ready to go.
mean, like we said, I really liked that that chance to send in that SI to try and get that tank separation, but since it did not work, you know, it left the tank in such a bad situation because he couldn't keep that sight, so he had to send it in. Gogo's being called, they're sending it in, Charge is dropping on the head, not gonna land, Spit going down, but there's gonna be a smoke separation in that Spit. Jockey separation too, they're not trying to clear that because they cleared the smoker. So some decent chip damage, you know, some slow clears onto that Jockey, taking their bonus down to 49%. And the benefit for Yatagarasu goes back to what I said about the, you know, this chapter not being worth very much. So even if Vac were to lock in this kind of bonus, it'll be a big deficit, but it could be worse.
It could be worse, but it's still like 600-point differential. That's a pretty insane gap. I mean, Vac definitely made the most of this chapter with a blazing lead. And yeah, the points do ramp up, but also we expect a little bit less of a one-sided situation in those chapters as well. So this was a Cloud 9 kind of start for Vac. They really couldn't have hoped for more. As we see Pommy rolling it in, this was a great setup. Yes, they get the smoke pull into the corner, but Ellis was not standing at a spot where he could get dragged towards the water and get killed or anything like that. Yes, this was a good hunt, but look at the way he uses the lamppost to block that rock, and they just finish off the tank. That was so sick. Well played by Vac. Also, welcome in Flames, welcome in Akali. Much love to y'all. We got, of course, Hoako and Preston in here as well. Glad there's been so many people so interested in the ACI II.
I love it.
It's great to put on these amateur teams and have some very high energy matches. So we are going to be kicking it off. Chapter 2, 46% tank, which, correct me if I'm wrong, should be out there. I don't know. I was going to say it's the gazebo area, but now I'm starting to doubt myself a little bit. I think it is that gazebo area.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. All I know is it is before event, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, though. I don't know. I don't know tank spawns. A lot of people like have this stuff memorized just because they've played it for so long. It's like secondhand nature.
Yes.
And I honestly can't wait until I get to that point.
It's just hours. I mean, this game has been out for so long. There's been so many dedicated players of it who just love the hell out of this game that they just know everything about it inside and out. It's so insane to see. But
looks like Pommy is not happy with
definitely
the
not
performance of Yatagarasu so far. And honestly, rightfully so. I mean, when you're down this much on Pairs Chapter 1, it's got to be heartbreaking. But you also have to remember, that was Chapter 1. There's still 3 chapters, plus, you know, a possible funny bridge finale left to play. So, you know, it's not over. But yes, it is definitely time for panic mode, but they just need to lock in and, you know, do some big damage, wipe at that tank, and get a good survivor round. You know, it can be turned around quickly. That's the art of Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Jockey Hunter, Boom, Spit outside the safe room. Not going to have a charge to really put massive amounts of pressure on those players in the safe room. Not going to have the smoke to pull through survivors who maybe go a little bit too far with the bait game either. So I'm not sure how Yatagarasu plans to execute on this. It looks like they're going to send 2 above. Hunter just immediately drops in, trying to get the ricochet around. Oh, the Boom stumbled through the Spit. I mean, kind of out of the Spit more than anything, but Nick walks back into the Spit, and it ends up being about a little over 4%.
Slow Jockey clear was able to take him back into that Spit. That was very unfortunate. Bogey not able to get that skeet on the Hunter either. I saw him stop, he aimed, but I think a comment slapped him before he could actually get the skeet off. And just, you know, more damage than was probably necessary on the side of Vac, but you know, I'm sure they're probably playing a little bit more comfortable now. They're probably loosened up a little bit with this lead. But now we got a tough hit coming up here. Charge Hunter. The smoker, but no spitter. So, the sack order on the first hit may have been a little off, because I'm sure they would much prefer a spitter here, but they're going to have to work with what they have. Boom over the wall, going to land the one Boom, pulling the back. They're not clearing that. They're too focused on other things. Hunter coming in out. It's going to land. And a little bit more chip damage on the 91.6% bonus. And that Vac is not focusing. They're having too many people focus one thing, you know?
Right.
Because that has happened multiple times already, where there've been some separation pull or something, and they're just not clearing it quick enough. And now, look at that. It looks like I was right.
Yep, you were exactly right. It is going to
Don't get
be
used to that.
Speaktown at the gazebo tank.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
start to
he
get used to
spawns
it.
in Egypt.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
Oh my
does.
goodness.
Actually, we've seen teams kind of linger around this area on the survivor side to try to get some chip on this tank while he runs it through. Vac choosing not to do that. It looks like they are going to instead just be set up closer to this gazebo area. They don't want to get caught out or anything like that. Smoker, Jockey, and a Charger line up for Yatagarasu. Tank not going to go with hitting that dumpster at all. He just wants to go walk straight up. He's at 6,000 HP on the engage. That being said, it's such a wide open area. It's so difficult to get the ball rolling, especially if your SIs can't land. We do see Speaktown heading back for a dumpster.
And yeah, I mean, I took the last 2 tanks totally by accident. So
No, it was
this
great.
one's all you, man.
Okay, you did great. So we actually have Vac backing it up further past the gazebo. Speaktown in second pass, 50%. Now they're walking it into the gazebo. Interesting. I thought maybe it was like an LOS, make the tank go AI angle, possibly. They're just trying to get as much chip as they can right now, and they've actually done a great job getting around, 600, 700 points of that, and they are doing it. They baited him into a sense of comfort. He goes for the dumpster, and that tank is AI. Of course, it's not done yet, Gun Noodle, but I will very happily cover this AI tank as they continue to wrap around. We do know the dangers of AI tanks. Of course, it's basically a 5k meat shield. We're going to have 4 SIs ready for the hit, but for the time being, it looks like that Smoker couldn't get in. The tank is just, taking his time, very lackadaisically moving towards the survivors, throwing rocks, etc. They're actually just going to be able to walk away, and at this point, with the AI tank up, they're not going to be able to get a spitter in the mix either. So I mean, Vac is just gonna keep walking forward. Now they're back. They're not gonna progress through the chapter. They're just gonna go to this gazebo. All the SIs are spawned in except for this Charger. It is a quad for Yatagarasu, so it's a quad with a 4k HP AI tank. So this actually can be a very scary moment for Vac. Of course, the saving grace is they're wide out in the open here. Hunter does hop through. Charger missing. Jockey lands the 2-cap rolling doubles with the Smoker, and the tank is fine. No, he's going to continue throwing rocks, throwing for his team, and that will be the AI tank going down. It's a very unfortunate no-hitter, and Vac post-tank 83% of the bonus. Insane play by them, and it's finally done. The tank is finally dead.
The XD's out. Yeah, I mean, AI tanks can be deadly if they actually decide to do tank stuff. Instead, they throw rocks every 2 seconds because they can't hit anybody. Charger landing in the alley, getting cleared pretty quickly. Hunter also landing.
Huh.
Spit not able to...
Oh, no! Oh, no! Not great. It's not great. I can say that much.
Yatagarasu's mental is absolutely shot. Understandably so, because now look at Vac. 4 sets of pills, lowest HP's 53, 880 bonus still remaining.
Yeah.
And this event can be a tough one, that much is true, but this can be a hefty lock-in, but Jockey absolutely melted out of the air. Smoker cleared immediately.
Wow.
Charger on the building, going in. It's going to get cleared. The Spit did not even go on the charge guy. But Jerry's going to take a little bit of damage, a little bit of a misplay there, not really knowing where the Spit was, but still, 803 bonus still remaining, and now they're probably going to book it for the alarm. There is still a spitter up, so maybe a possible Spit delay, so they can get a hit on that alarm.
Right, I was thinking when they got those clears, I was like, is Vac just going to be able to gun it through the choke? No, they couldn't do that exactly. They do lose about 80 points through the choke, but I mean, you can't ask for much better of a choke take there. Just some standing spit doing the brunt of the damage. The SI's just sending it in one by one, and the spitter does continue to block them somewhat, but the spitter's not dealing damage. It's just slowing them down. They're just going to keep clearing up the commons and pressing forward. No big impact there. 2-2 on the hit. Smoke pull, I was wondering, they did get a little bit separated, but again, there's no spit for that. Spit does go in now. Up on top, that should be dissipated by the time that they get up, and I can't help but feel like Yatagarasu is drowning a little bit in the chaos.
I feel like they seem like they've given up. They're just kind of throwing in their SI here, and we may see a quick mercy here if Yatagarasu cannot perform on their survivor side, because I can already tell their mental is very shot. They're not playing normal, but we're gonna see a little bit of a coordinated attack here. We got a Hunter, well, the jockey actually unable to spawn. Now he is. Here's the tri-cap coming in. The Hunter's actually stuck. A little bit of slow clear on the smoke.
Oh no!
That smoke target, a little bit more damage, but the spitter is still alive.
Yes, he is.
Out, and it's gonna do a little bit, but not much. So they're gonna have the spitter still alive. Oh man.
The spitter has gone off like 6 times now, and I don't think he found much damage at all, except for the choke and also just a touch there on Row. The charge comes in, it's a collateral in the spit. They will get it with the jockey carrying in as well. Bye bonus. There is about 100+ points gone right while they're trying to walk it in. Very nice hit from Yatagarasu, salvaging the round the best they can. They're going to prevent the 1,000-point lock-in, but it's still going to be pretty damn close, Gunnoodle.
Yeah, 1592, 2-chapter score on Paris is very impressive for VAC. Props to them. But yeah, I agree though. Yatagarasu may have just made it a little bit more doable with that final hit. Can we talk about how quick that clear on that charge was though? Because I gotta say, it would have been a lot worse had that charger been able to get a pound. Because the jockey came in right after the charger, but they absolutely melted the charger's HP, making it unable to secure anything. So a lot of damage was actually prevented despite how much actually came out.
We've got Nurkek, who was in here with the acid on the overpass. He said, "That's my spit." Hey, shout out to you. He also said, "First and last hit set the tone of the game, IMO." That's an interesting take. I haven't thought about it like that, but I like that perspective.
You know, any hit can give you confidence. I mean,
true.
Even though sometimes it doesn't always work out. That charge I got yesterday in my match surely gave us a lot of confidence. Sometimes it doesn't pan out, but having confidence sometimes is, you know, just for the better, because you don't want to take these matches too much to heart. Jockey spawning off the roof. That's gonna be some big separation immediately.
God.
In the spit, and that's gonna be
oh
so
my
much damage right away. They're running through the spit.
What?
Oh, on the very first hit, just like that. Any momentum Yatagarasu had is gone. Palmy down to 41 HP off the first hit.
And if it rings true, if the first and last hits set the tone, this is certainly not going to be a bright and cheery tone set for Yatagarasu. Palmy down to 41 HP, Shot Case down to 57. Oh man, look at that in the spit. Shot Case getting gone to town. Oh, the Hunter a little bit late. I feel like they could have caught the Hunt smoke there, and that would have just been next level. But oh my god.
They're so split, Nine-Naw.
Yeah.
What are they? I think they're just done. Because now the spawns are going to come back up and they're going to be split again.
Yeah, this is absurd. Look at the amount of separation. They could even go now. Look at Row here. Split from Nick. Okay, they're going to hold for now. Still two on the back line. Charger, Jockey, Smoker. We've got the firepower to deal with this split, but they will let them group back up. The tank is going to be coming in the hands of Tim. And let's see. Smoker. Okay, that was just Tim there. Boom getting one. And Tim is going to roll it in. I'm interested to see if Yatagarasu holds for any chip. Nope, they are just going to be... Oh my god! With the jockey not quite able to get around the corner, but the charger is in there as well. And pre-tank, Yatagarasu only has about 200, 250 points of bonus advantage over VAC. And that's the amount of bonus VAC walked into the safe room with.
Yeah, already. Yeah, I mean, Vac walked in with 468.
Oh, no.
Oh, but that is not good for Tim. They're losing that dumpster right away. And a nice boomer pop. Smoke looking for some separation. Not able to land, but this rock is going to go in, almost hitting the smoker. That would have been quite funny. And
Wow.
he got the separation smoke. Wait a minute. So he's going to get the corner. That's going to be a count on the point. And he's going to decommit right away.
Yeah.
But he's going to recommit now. Tim, all in on this. He's still got a hunter up and a jockey now to support. Already 2 in caps, 2.3 KHP left. Hunter going in to take that punch, and he's gonna take it. And now it's just Han, and he's got to face a jockey and a tank all on his own. And that's gonna be a punch. Jockey going in to finish it off, not quite landing yet.
Ooh.
There it is, the wipe on Yatagarasu again. Total score 242 for them.
Wow, they are down in the hole right now. Over 1,300 points down after 2 chapters. What is that? I gotta be honest, we saw some play from Very Annoying Children, aka Vac and RBT7. They definitely had their moments, but what we are seeing right now is another beast altogether. It is insane. As we head into the cemetery, I can't help but feel like Vac has already picked out the tombstones for Yatagarasu here, and is just going to be leading them and saying, yep, here's where you're buried, here's where you're buried, and so on and so forth. Look at this tank coming back. Tim going for the decommit, and I thought that would have been enough, but he decides no. This other guy is down as well, and look at that. The hit into the hunter, taking that. And that's that. I mean, Jesus, what a round for Vac.
But we gotta look at it this way. The whole point of this tournament is for teams like Yatagarasu and Vac to get better. And sometimes you just gotta experience games like this to get better. I'm sure Shotcase, that's the captain. So yeah, Shotcase and Yatagarasu, you can have a lot of review, be able to go over, and get better, you know? Sometimes you have games like this. I have had plenty.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I understand it completely sucks, but you know, those losses hurt, but they also help.
Yeah, Yatagarasu is one of the teams I have followed more than anyone else so far in 2024. I mean, yes, they're doing exceptionally well in another World Cup, but the thing is, they are literally fielding, I believe, the GOAT roster basically for their team.
We have here is basically an entirely different roster.
Yeah.
Holding that thought here, we've got our first hit. Hunter already spawned up. Jockey, Spitter, Charger, ready to follow suit. Survivor's doing a little bit of baiting. Obviously, no rush. They're obviously playing pretty comfortable. They got a comfortable lead. However, they don't want to start throwing the game because it's still winnable for Yatagarasu. If this was a fourth chapter score, I'd understand. Charger is dead. Yeah.
Okay.
And here comes the rest of the hit, I think. Hunter up, Jockey coming in as well. Hunter going to land, so it's going to be a little bit of spit damage. Jockey keeping him in the spit, so some good damage. Still haven't cleared that Jockey. And look at that! Even without the charge, it was a 9%er.
Man, the charge hop was redonkulous. He hops into the tree, and I thought that was sick, but then he keeps going.
And then he just, yeah.
I've got to say, we have seen some inner team turmoil from Yatagarasu before. Round 1 of the KIC, there was some inter-chat on the team, as we see, you know, the SI's again getting big hits onto Vac. Good bounce back from Yatagarasu, all things considered. Getting over 5% per hit, and with that charge kind of being pretty awkward as well. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, Gun Noodle.
No, and I know we haven't even like ran down the roster yet. What
True.
are we doing? We're lacking. Why don't we wait till after this hit though? Because they're actually, well, the tank is up. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Han. That's Han. Okay, so the tank up in the hands of Han changed his name on us. I'm not even gonna try and read that because I don't feel
Comediantes!
Comediantes! So it's picking a block the way, but actually it's still open. I think they're gonna decide to keep it here though, because this is where mostly people take it. So let's do that. We've got for Yatagarasu, we've got Speaktown, Shotcase, Palmy, and Han.
And Han, Comediantes! And for Vac, we've got Tim, Wolfie, Jerry Mandarin, who's the team captain, and Bogey. Shout out to Wolfie, longtime co-caster from Estonia, but the rest of the squad is from Finland.
I think he might roll this in. I know that's a pretty big horde with that tomb, and he's going to. It's all you, man.
Okay, look at the common lock onto Vac. This is a great, but he couldn't get a hit out of all that. Finally going to connect with his first charger, dies off. Hunter's hopping in now. There is definitely big potential here for Yatagarasu. With the rock, I think that might have been Godframe right there. I think that was a little too early with the rock. He does get him in the corner. 1,500 HP left. Smoker pull, yes, they get one in cap, but that's going to be that. And, you know, with how much of a lead Vac has, they can definitely deal with a single in cap. It was looking pretty scary there, but somehow they scraped by.
The common lock, I've had that experience many times, and it's so awkward. You think you've got that common lock, and they were locked, but as soon as that tank was able to make his way in, they got the commons off, and here we go, gonna charge down the steps. It's gonna land, but that spit died.
Man, yeah, off. It did. Nice heads up play by Vac.
Awareness, yeah, exactly. He took the words right out of my mouth. Keck dodged the common so well. The common lock was bad, but as the tank was rolling in, he was able to get out of the lock and was able to get around. And then the tank was able to punch him away from the commons because there was nothing to keep him in.
Right. I'm a reload. And at this point, we've got kind of an awkward hit 2-2 with the Hunter Smoker. They will just send the Hunt off. A smoke not landing. Hunt spit. No, there's no spit with that Hunt. It's like, you know, having a burger without the fries, and that's pretty much gonna be that. Boom does try to get a proxy there at the tail end, but Vac shuts down another hit, and they are into the pipeline with 681 bonus, 2 sets of pills. They're good to go. They can keep coasting, Gun.
And the spit's down below, so they're gonna take a little bit of chip damage, but honestly, I like the call to continue going there, because now they've got the ladder hit. Charger up top, going to miss though, landing one punch.
No!
Jockey looking to take one down, but a very quick clear from Tim. Hunter landing onto Tim as payback, but it gets cleared quickly.
Dude, I was like, what the hell is Bogey doing? And he literally just stands still and the charge goes to the other side. That was crazy. Bogey said, if I just stop moving, they can't see me. And it worked out. We've got one more hit before the drop down potentially if they want to take it. I'm sure they just wait for the drop down at this point. Smoker Charger, they will have. Smoker could potentially get some shenanigans up above while they start to drop down. It's definitely an option.
Well, we'll have to see. It looks like the Smoker's actually below.
Yeah.
And that was a beautifully synced drop there. Two boom landing, but the charge gonna land. He's gonna get one slam out of that. Almost a second. Now there's gonna be some decent spit damage coming out onto Wolfie. Very slow clear on that charger. That was some big separation. Maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there because everyone went right there and Wolfie went left and ended up eating that charger. But still, you know, they can afford those kind of mistakes for now.
Yeah, I gotta say...
They've got that big lead, you know?
Exactly. If this was a closer match, this would not be a horrible round for Yatagarasu at all. Like, yes, they've made it full distance pretty much, but they've done a great job at applying some pressure. The issue is just they're working at so much of a deficit.
Yeah.
They even if they have a completely star-studded round right here, they're going to be still about 1,000 points in the hole. Hunter comes in the spit, boom stumble through the spit. Well done, well executed. But the thing is, it's only Rowe and Ellis who are actually going to be losing points for the team, as we only have DB at this point.
Right.
HP, rather.
And I think we're going to see maybe... Touching on timers, it's probably going to be a very staggered hit here because they're going to quickly be trying to find spawns. But I think they're going to be able to find it. Here we go. Smoker really quick. Going to get instantly shut down. Beautifully done. Charge. The Hunter went for the same target. And now the Jock dealing with left. Beautiful M2 and clear. So, beautiful damage sponging there.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He's going to be able to lock that in. 252 bonus, bringing their total score to 2,444. Look at that.
Yeah, we've only got 2s and 4s up there on the scoreboard for now.
Oh my. Oh, God.
It's interesting. I love how they use the DB as a damage sponge since the DB was empty. Normally, you're going to want to see the DB protected, but Vac realizes in that situation, Nick was actually pretty much the best person that they could have had hit with all of that. That's who Yatagarasu went for. So they protect that HP, and also we had Coach who was literally on 1 HP. That could have led to a down and, you know, a chain kind of situation, but it all goes on Nick, who was happy to tank that damage. As we see the tank, I mean, look at this movement out of Coach there specifically. He gets the 1 smack and he's nowhere near the corner, so he just gets to keep walking back. We've got this rock here, but unfortunately that was God framed. It was just a little bit too fast on the rock queue. He doesn't switch targets there, and just going to be getting some smacks on the corner into bogey. That was it. And we face forward back at the start of chapter 3. Yatagarasu, starting off, they are 2,202 points down as they start their foray into chapter 3.
Yeah, and it's, unless, I mean, if they can make this chapter with a very high bonus, then it might be doable. You get a good bonus next chapter and send it to Goofy Bridge Finale, but that is a very big long shot for Yatagarasu right now if they don't tighten up their survivor play, sending in a beautiful clear on that Hunter, but the Jockey and the Charge are going to land. Slow clear on that Jockey in the safe room, and so much damage on the Pommy right there to start it off. Wow.
16% hit from the Finnish squad.
And that is the exact opposite of what Yatagarasu
Alright.
of Mills.
I mean, that was above and away from what we can usually expect to see on that first hit. So much chaos. The clear just not coming out on that charge. I love the disruption from the Jockey in the safe room. Beautifully executed by Vac. Another hit coming straight in. Nice skeet on the Hunter. I will say, charge drops in with the smoke. Gets the wall. Doesn't quite get a smackdown. But there goes another 5%-ish out of Yatagarasu.
I will commend Rochelle on the positioning there. She knew the spawns were all up, and she made her way down behind the bus to get a better vantage point instead of going up and risking getting, you know, caught in the crossfire. But we've got third tank for Vac up in the end.
Oh my God.
Is he going to send this straight in? He is. He's got a 2-boom, and he's going to have a decent-sized horn to go on that shot case. Corners himself, and that's going to be a quick corner immediately, and that was on one of the high healthers. So that's the first cap already. Hunter Jockey left to help. And they're going to be sending it in Avengers style. Here we go. Tank up. Yatagarasu in big trouble right now. He's not able to land that punch. He is, but it's very far away, so no corner yet. But here we go on his own.
Oh!
Pommy just soloed that hit.
Insane by Pommy.
And that's going to be a corner, but you know what? Credits to Pommy. And why isn't Shotcase up yet? That took way too long to get Shotcase up. But now Jerry down to 797 HP, and if barring disaster, Yatagarasu is going to survive this.
Right.
But Jerry looking to let this go as long as he can. There's so many exciting things going on right now. Charge getting a punch, but not able to land. Smoker trying to land off the roof there, but not able to secure anything. Jerry trying to keep the rock. Now, we gotta say one thing. Jerry is still on first pass here, so he can drag this out for as long as he can. And there's a triple boom, actually. We might see a cheeky recommit. But I think he's going to wait. He might be able to get some cheeky rocks off of this.
Ooh.
Not able to land that one, and here we go. He's going for the kill on, or the hit on the shot case. Can he get the cap? He's not able to. They kill him off before that last punch, so Yatagarasu is going to survive.
Oh!
A nice scratch there for the Hunter.
The flyby scratch from the Hunt. Yeah, I was like, it's only a matter of time. Shake's going to be bleeding out, but oh my God, the Jockey as well in the spit. Oh,
wait a minute, this might be bad. Pommy is, you know, doesn't have that much HP, but the spitter actually drops off the back end there. Doesn't continue trolling the pickup. So Yatagarasu finally get all the pickups, able to survive. They're going to dump all those pills. We'll see what the bonus is after that. And it's going to be 353 remaining. So they're 100 away from losing the round. And that Charger going down on Rochelle in there. Couple punches, smoke separation in the spit. More damage on the Pommy.
I think the interaction we just saw between the Charge and the Row is illegal in many countries to be showing on Twitch. But my God, with the frying
This is
pan,
America.
she will go ahead and finish him off. They dip down below 20% of the bonus, which means just a few more points gone, and they will lose this chapter. There is no chance of a
12 points
comeback.
away.
Yeah.
12 points for losing this chapter, and now we've got another big hit. Hunter landing, killed, and immediately Jockey M2'd.
Okay.
Charger getting another punch. Lots of punches coming out from these Chargers. A nice 2-boom coming out, and Yatagarasu continues on their way, but officially have lost the round, down to 238 bonus,
Right.
as opposed to Vax 252, and they haven't even made it down the sewer yet. Nah, definitely not good for them. They're gonna book it down the sewer, but we've got Palmy slow and separated here. There is a smoker up, but I don't think it's gonna be able to do anything. Yep, they're gonna be able to take it down there, and I think they're going to save for this sewer hit.
Of course, you know how impactful that climb up area is right here. Usually teams can deal with it, but hell breaks loose from time to time. The double with the jockey on the head, he can't get it. Oh, the double cap up above, separation. Look at the spin just jumping on their heads. Oh my God, he's dead. Comediantes is down. Palmy's 1 HP. He's gonna get scratched by Collins. He's still gonna live, but just on 1 HP. Trying to get the pickup here onto Row, and they will be able to do that. I don't think there's much longer for this world, though, as the car alarms a charge, and down goes Palmy. Triple boom. Jockey ready to roll it in as well with the spin. Dude, that spinner threw so hard. That spin literally had everything in the world and more available to him. And he said, no, I'm going to go terrorist style on the spit. And it just didn't work out. Another car alarm.
Oh my. Yatagarasu. What are we doing, man? I mean, I'm more surprised they're still alive. Smoke pull in the back. There's the down onto Comediantes again. Boom up front in a bad, awkward spot, but able to take the opportunity. And the charge gets leveled up before getting 2 punches off. And that boom almost walled in and got the down. They got the down guy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we got GG's being called.
Wow, they called the GG. They're done. They are. Yatagarasu is done.
I don't blame them. I mean, it would be nice if they'd stick it out to the end because, you know, you can only benefit from this type of thing, but...
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of like, you know, I don't watch boxing or UFC, but sometimes you just get so battered that you can't make it the distance.
Yeah.
And this is just... this has been an incredible match from Vac. We had people saying, where did it go wrong? GG, I'm waiting to see them actually start leaving the server.
Coach. I would say maybe it was GG because they know they can't win anymore, but they still want to play the next chapter.
Okay.
So maybe they, which is very unlike, you know, how it usually works. Usually the GG gets called whenever they don't want to play anymore.
Right.
But it could just be a sign of conceding, but they still would like to continue on with the match.
Well,
but if that's the case, save your GGs for the end, you know?
Right. And I gotta say, while we watch back the tank clip, it's just like, where is the chip on the tank? Where is the pressure being applied to the tank during this? I love that name. I absolutely love that name.
Okay, I think we do have people leaving the server now. Only 2 of Yatagarasu remain.
Well, I did need to leave right about now, so if they are done, all right, that works for me. They are gone. And they are gone. They are done. And I agree. I think we had Hoako who said they're just separating too much. Personally, right. I think it was a tempo issue. I think they let Chapter 1 get way too far in their head. They started not playing as a team. They started blaming each other. That was the vibe for me, was that there was a lot of blame game being played and a lot of people who got upset and in their heads. And usually when you get upset and in your head, you just hold W. And I feel like that's what happened here today. But again, I want to bring attention to this tank. Like we see their team captain get cornered with a boom on him, and there's no chip on this tank while that's happening. We do have the Hunter Jockey live as well, I guess, but I think that kind of highlights kind of what we're seeing. But at the same time, I do want to showcase Pommy popping off right here. Hold on. Look at this. Boom, Huntski. Boom, kill the jockey. That was sick for sure. We got a Wolfie in the chat. Welcome in. GG's, WP's, congratulations. I do have to head out right now, Gun Noodle, but thank you so much for joining me. And is there anything that you want to add?
Nope, just thank you for having me, and good luck with whatever you're doing.
It was a pleasure. Usually, one-sided casts are not the most exciting thing in the world, but this was anything but. I mean, we saw fireworks in this match, and I'm excited to see what these teams have to offer. This was, I believe, Division 3. We have a South America / Europe Division 3, and that is going to be VAC moving up to 1-0. And Yatagarasu moving down to 0-1. We've also got two teams in there, Rap Stars and Midnight. They play tonight at, I believe, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I have a match at 8 p.m. Eastern Time as well, so I'm going to try to cover that one as well. And that's going to be it. GG is going to rage all over, and we'll see you tonight. We've got more action on the way.